What's up, everybody? It's Jessica, and you are watching Subtrending, the go-to show for the latest and greatest in geek news, where we talk about everything that's happened in geek for the last week. Hey, that rhymes. Yeah. Maybe we'll use that. So I have Andrew on the show today.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
I haven't been on the show with you in a while.
No, it's been some
the
time.
new set. I almost said shet.
Oh my God, has it really been that long?
Yeah, it's been since December.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, indeed.
Yeah. We're going to get rolling. We're going to talk about Netflix.
Yeah.
So the first thing that we're going to talk about is Castlevania, because it's getting a Netflix original series.
It sure is, which is strange.
How so? Let's talk about this, Andrew. How is this strange?
It's strange because it's like Konami finally figured out how to use their IP, but like in the weirdest way possible.
Yeah.
They haven't had a good Castlevania game in God knows how long.
Yeah.
So their solution is, hey, let's make a
Netflix show.
Which is cool because I mean, like from what I know of the Castlevania lore and stuff, like it seems like it'd be cool. Yeah, it could be a cool show.
Yeah.
Interesting characters and whatnot. But yeah, just like, Konami, what are you doing?
Yeah. So apparently it's going to follow the Belmont family.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I say that is not surprising at all.
Yeah.
I have no idea how it's going to be done, but apparently it is going to be, and I quote, R-rated as fuck.
Yes.
And they're saying that it's going to be...
That is a quote from the showrunner,
That is a quote from the showrunner. Yeah. And apparently in the same vein as far as Game of Thrones, as far as just the brutal violence.
Yeah.
So
it's good. I mean, it's a show about vampire hunters and like hunting Dracula. Like, if you're not having it violent, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need another Van Helsing.
No.
Speaking of which, there's a reboot of that coming.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh. Some geek news that I didn't know about.
I read it this morning and I forgot to tell you. But yeah, anyway, so like we don't want another Van Helsing on our hands, especially a TV show. Like we need violent, we need
So like how do you think, so obviously, okay, so if it's a Netflix series, I'm guessing somewhere between like 8 to 10 episodes. Yeah. How do you think they're gonna do this?
I don't know.
Like what do you imagine happening in an episode?
I don't know enough about Castlevania to even outline like a general plot. At all, like anywhere close. Like I know the main characters and the general concept. That's it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I would assume Dracula would be the #1 baddie for season 1, and then something will happen where he continues to be the #1 baddie for the entire series.
Yeah.
That makes the most sense, and it. We're gonna know a Castlevania that kind of follows along that trajectory as well.
I wonder, like, because this is happening this year, so like casting is gonna be done like that, like everything's got to get done, and I'm curious if they're gonna have Simon and like who's gonna be playing Simon.
There's a possibility the casting's already the major casting's
yeah,
already
but
done.
They just haven't revealed it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. This is something to look forward to, like. Something to look for, I guess. I was gonna say forward to, but also forward to.
I'm looking forward
and
to it.
you'll hear more from us on this,
yeah.
I'm sure, because we'll talk about the casting news. We'll talk about everything having to do with this because I'm intrigued.
I'm stoked.
It's piqued my interest.
I think it'd be cool to because I don't think we've had really a video game based TV show ever. Like,
no,
a live
the last
action one at least.
No, I can't even think of the last time we've had a live action.
Sorry, but
yeah, no, I'm trying to think because like obviously we've had movies. The latest being the Assassin's Creed movie that just came out recently.
Well, no, actually, the most recently being Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Resident Evil. I didn't even think about that. But before then, I think Assassin's Creed was the first like new one launched.
Yeah.
And it didn't do so hot.
Nope.
So
it'll be interesting to see it done in a TV show format. It's
and
a
also,
much different format, different structure.
Netflix really hasn't done anything that wrong yet.
Yeah.
So like as far as like everything's been pretty popular. Like at least like maybe I don't personally enjoy every single Netflix show, but like there are people out there who do. You know what I mean? Like so they
do a really good job catering to everyone and really so like this is cool because this is going to bring in video game fans, which are probably already watching Netflix as is for like the Marvel shows and just all the other shows in general, and it's also bringing in people who are looking for something like Game of Thrones,
something violent, something dark, something brutal,
and fantasy fans and like something like that. So like it's a really cool demographic to be hitting.
For sure.
I'm pumped.
Speaking of really cool Netflix shows, Stranger Things season 2. So we got the announcement for when it's coming out, which is Halloween of this year, a little bit later than I think a lot of us were expecting, because the dates that I had seen thrown around previously were August.
Yeah, I'm okay with the October release date. I think it's a really smart move, especially because it gives the Defenders room to breathe.
Yes.
Which I believe is in August.
I think that. Oh well, yes, Defenders is in August. I was thinking of Iron Fist. Iron Fist is earlier.
Iron Fist is literally next month.
Yeah, it's in March.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Defenders is in August.
Yeah.
So it gives Defenders room to breathe and for them to promote that
because I bet the overlap as far as people who watch the Defenders versus people who watch Stranger Things is very high.
I'm sure it's very high.
Yeah.
But there's also people I know who watch Stranger Things
who do not watch any of the Marvel stuff.
No interest in it.
Yeah.
So so that's probably they can promote Defenders really well because they're really going to need to identify like what that is.
Yeah, for sure.
Stranger Things is an established IP. Defenders technically is not.
Yes.
So.
For sure.
I'm pumped. The trailer looked awesome.
The trailer looks awesome. I love the Ghostbusters outfits.
Yeah, so it's going to be Halloween based around the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is it's going to be a Halloween thing. And I love how there's the 4 of them and they have the 4 costumes and
11 is back.
11 is back.
All but confirmed. She's in the trailer.
She is in the trailer, and we hear 11 too.
Yeah. And there's lots of Eggo references.
Yes.
It starts out as an old Eggo commercial,
but we don't know.
Awesome,
that was an awesome touch. I loved the Eggo commercial, and then like the static, like that was fantastic.
It was very Stranger Things.
Like, it was very Stranger Things, and they had like that beautiful intro song in there. It's so good.
Yeah. What were you gonna say though before I mentioned that?
I don't even remember what. I was gonna say the main like monstrous looking, like very Cloverfield-esque looking thing.
Very tentacly.
Yes.
Very large.
Very large in scale. It's looking like this is going to be a lot more destructive, maybe to the town than like it's going to hit everyone rather than being in this like other dimension.
And that's the interesting thing is the teaser teased. The world is turning upside down.
Yeah.
So it makes it really
rather
seem like
than
there's
having
an invasion.
Yes.
It is impacting our world now, which is I'm interested to see how the government conspiracy corporation.
Yeah, the corporation that had 11. Yeah.
We saw Hopper for a second too.
We did see Hopper with a shovel. We don't really know what he's doing though.
We didn't see Winona Ryder at all.
Oh, Joyce.
Yeah, but I'm sure she'll be back.
I'm sure she will be too.
But yeah, we didn't see actually a lot of characters now that I think about it.
Yeah.
We saw I'm excited to see what's been going on with Will with his little slug vomit.
Yeah.
Sorry for spoilers for the end of season 1.
Yeah. No, there's lots of cool stuff coming, and lots of answers will be given to us, I'm sure, in the coming months.
Yes, I'm very excited. It's probably one of my most anticipated things as far as TV shows go for the rest of the year.
I'm in complete agreement. I'm pumped. There's so much that I'm excited for this year.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things is definitely in the top.
Oh, without it.
Top 15, top 10. I don't even know. There's so many.
Usually my top 10.
All right, so.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Goodness.
How dare you get sleepy on this show? This is a fucking exciting show, Andrew.
Been up for a very long time already.
That's true. All right, so we're going to move on. We have even more news to cover, this time about the Avengers.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Defenders, so we talked about the Defenders, we talked about Netflix. Now let's move over to the Avengers.
Marvel proper.
Yeah. So we just saw like the sneak peek behind Avengers Infinity War, which is coming out next year.
Yep, next fall.
So it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So far, it was mostly like a director's behind the scenes sort of thing. Like we're filming, it's in production.
They were celebrating like really the first day of filming.
Yes.
That was the point of it.
Yes.
And to give us a little bit of a look.
Yes.
We didn't really see much we haven't seen already. There was some concept art we saw.
We saw some concept art, and we got to see Star-Lord, Iron Man, and Spider-Man all together.
All the same. They're clearly filming together. If you look closely, Tom Holland clearly has a mocap suit on underneath his hoodie. His hands are covered in little white balls, but he's trying to hide them, but he doesn't do a very good job.
No.
I saw some people be like, "Oh, he's got a mocap suit on. Is Venom coming?" It's like, please don't do that.
Oh God, not yet.
Well, yeah, exactly, not yet, because he doesn't even have his own movie yet, and like to throw Venom in with everything else that's going on in Infinity War would be silly. His suit is motion captured.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's just his normal suit, is what I would assume.
Especially for the eyes.
Yeah.
So calm down about that right now.
Yeah, for real. Simmer down, everybody. Simmer.
Sorry, Venom fans, but yeah, you need to calm down.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy. But no, it looks cool.
And we have, obviously because Peter Quill / Chris Pratt / Star-Lord is in the trailer, we have confirmation that the Guardians are going to meet the Avengers. And like I said, we see that just with Chris Pratt being there, but also we had confirmation from Feige, that they are going to meet, which is pretty fucking cool.
That was probably the weirdest part of the trailer, is that like that sentence seemed very detached from everything else he was talking about. It was kind of just thrown at the end.
I was very surprised too that we didn't see James Gunn. Like, because we had the Russo brothers in there, we had Feige in there, and I was like, I'm surprised that James Gunn didn't make an appearance.
To be fair, Whedon's not in there either.
That's true. That's true.
And Gunn has said multiple times, Guardians 2 is not setting up Infinity War. I don't believe him.
I get that. Well, I don't believe him either. I mean, like, but I'm just saying I get that, but to me, I think that Guardians is like his baby.
Oh,
and so like I wouldn't expect him to be like further than 10 feet behind whatever they're doing. You know what I mean?
He's editing right now too, so he's not in Georgia.
That's true.
So he's editing back in California, I believe. So because Guardians is almost done.
Yeah.
He actually just did a Facebook Live thing at Abbey Road Studios recording the soundtrack.
That's cool. Really cool. So he's actually in England then.
He was last a couple weeks ago.
Okay, I gotcha.
So, but yeah, no.
Where in the world is James Gunn?
But no, I'm pumped for Infinity War. I wish we would have seen a little bit more, but it is very early in filming. The concept art was cool with
Thanos.
And with Rocket and Thor.
Yes.
That was really cool. It was cool to see some new stuff and to really get something from the Russo brothers about where they're kind of going with this, the trajectory they're on with the story.
And also, like, I mean, we kind of gathered from Civil War already, like, we're going to have the Avengers disband and then kind of group together stronger than ever. But it was kind of cool to have that confirmation as far as, like, that is where they are going with it. And it's going to be exciting.
It was cool to see the inside of that, too, of, like, why they did Civil War first is in order to make it so, like, it doesn't seem like they're going to beat Thanos because they're so fractured and divided.
Yeah.
Which is great because
they're fractured but whole.
There's news about that too, and that's really sad. But it's because like the big problem with big bads is that they're so big they can't be toppled, and like it becomes unbelievable when they beat them. But like you can lower Thanos' power level to an extent because it's a challenge for them to beat him just because of who they are as people.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool and a really smart idea.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. I have
a lot
of feelings about the MCU. I mean, go watch my What's Up with Doctor Strange video. I called that shit years ago.
Yeah. No. I mean, the video didn't come out years ago, but you were talking about it and calling it years ago. No, I'm excited. It's going to be cool shit. It's going to be cool shit.
But we got Guardians, Civil War, Guardians, Spider-Man, and Thor 2 before we even think about Infinity War.
Yeah, so that's going to be something we'll probably do What's Up with after each one of those movies comes out, because it'd be nice to kind of see where, like, you have a lot of experience with Marvel, and it'd be nice to kind of get the insider view on where it's going and what this means.
It depends on what happens.
So
I'd be more than happy.
Giving you a little plug right here as far as that goes.
Yeah.
But we're going to move on. We're going to keep on trucking through our geek news that we have, because we have a couple more topics to talk about. So the next thing that we're going to talk about then, we're going to stick to some more cape news, is we're going to, I know. Come on. It's subtrending. We
might as well just change the name
the Space and Capes show.
Yeah.
Capes in Space?
Yeah, Capes in Space.
Oh my God. Now I kind of want to, but that would be so confusing for everyone.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to talk a little bit about Batman.
The Batman.
That's the name that it's being called right now.
Which is awesome. I love that, by the way.
We talked last week about how Ben Affleck was leaving.
We didn't,
but I talked with Emily.
We talked
collectively, the royal we.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I talked with Emily a little bit about how Ben Affleck was leaving directing Batman, and we threw out some names, and one of the names that we threw out is actually, it's looking like he's in early talks to become the director.
No, he is signed on.
No, he's not yet.
Oh, he's not.
Early talks, but it's looking like he's going to be signed on. Like, I've read multiple things. Forbes says basically he is. So that's kind of what I'm going with, is he is. But it's going to be Matt Reeves.
Yep.
So he's done Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the one that came out in 2014, I believe, and then he's also doing War for the Planet of the Apes, which is coming out this year. He helped do some writing on Felicity. He did.
Did you say he did Cloverfield too?
He did Cloverfield. Yeah, he was the director for Cloverfield.
Yeah.
So while he isn't as experienced as some directors, he has some pretty huge things under his belt, and I think that it's an interesting choice, considering he's been doing some more sci-fi type stuff, and Batman is very different, but
depends. I mean,
yeah, I guess it depends on how he goes about it.
I think the important thing here is they're clearly picking somebody who has a wide portfolio. Cloverfield is found footage, which is very different from shooting literally anything else.
Yeah.
And then the Planet of the Apes movies are action sci-fi. They're not super. I haven't seen the new ones. I've seen bits and pieces of them, but they didn't seem really action heavy, like really big choreographed fight sequences.
I'm very excited for the one coming out this year. The one coming out this year looks very artsy, looks very action heavy, looks very intense, and I'm excited for that. So I think that I'll probably have a little bit more of a taste of Matt Reeves' work after that.
Exactly. Like I don't want to push judgment because I haven't really experienced much of it. I haven't really experienced any of his work.
Yeah.
So I'm technically excited. It's cool. I mean, I'm glad they found somebody so quickly. I mean, it's not hard. It's a superhero movie. It's a lot of money, I'm assuming. They're pulling talent pretty simply. It's a bummer that Affleck's not directing anymore. I think he could have been good, but you guys talked about last week he wants to commit to the role, which is fine.
Well, I don't know if that for sure is the reason. That was one of our speculations. He hasn't flat out come out and said why he's not doing it anymore. But that we speculated heavily on what the issue was.
I gotcha.
Another cool thing though is apparently the Batman script is done and everybody's happy with it.
Which is weird because earlier this week I had heard that it's getting like really deep rewrites.
Well, and what's even more strange too is, so I guess it's looking like Batman and Flash are going to be tied pretty heavily. It looks almost like Flash is going to be taking that protege role, like not quite to the extent of like Nightwing or or any of the Robins, you know what I mean? But like it's looking like he's going to have that sort of like, I'm going to show you how to do stuff, you know, and like I'll take you under my wing.
Which is funny because I mean that's directly paralleling what's happening in the comics right now.
Yeah. And so I think that that's kind of even more of a sign. But what's interesting is that, so this is done and happy, but just a couple weeks ago, Flash got a page 1 rewrite.
Yeah. Does it still have a director?
I'm actually not sure. Anymore. I can't keep up either, this is my job, and I can't keep up.
The state of Flash anymore. He's moving too fast.
Ooh, look at that! That little that was a nice little like pun in there. Yeah. I liked it. Yeah. But it's interesting because that's getting rewritten, but apparently Batman's good. But who knows what's going on with the DC?
Yeah, here's the thing with DC. With me and DC, let's have a state of the DC address.
Okay, state of the DC address.
I don't give a shit about anything DC's doing until it actually comes out. I'm tired of hearing this is getting reworked. They can't find a director. Directors are leaving. Actors are leaving. I'm so tired of it because Marvel keeps their shit tight and locked down. Yeah. And it's great. Yeah. And we don't hear about it until it comes out. Yeah. DC's all over the damn place.
DC is just wishy-washy. Just their dirty laundry is everywhere and everybody sees it and it's like,
well, and like,
yikes.
It would be one thing if DC had good movies to back up and say like, yes, we have problems, but we put out good product, but they don't even have that.
No, like their catalog is not strong right now.
The fact that the Lego Batman
movie, I don't mind the movies. Like
they're okay.
They're okay, but like there's a lot of people who fucking hate them.
The fact that the Lego Batman movie is the highest rated DC movie since The Dark Knight is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. It should not happen. Yeah. To be fair, the Lego Batman movie is awesome, but
yeah, no, for sure.
We posted a review of it yesterday. You should watch it.
I think that wraps us up for Batman news, though. We talk about DC a lot, so we're gonna segue away from that. We're going to talk about Destiny now. Yeah. So we have some news about Destiny 2. This is all speculation based off a Kotaku article,
by
really.
Jason Schreier.
Yeah, who's a pretty reliable source.
Good journalist.
But apparently Destiny 2 will be out this year, or else Activision might be getting some of the shares from Bungie.
Well, but to be fair, Destiny 2 is confirmed to come out this year by Activision.
By Activision,
that is a statement. That is not part of the rumor. That is confirmed.
Yes.
So I just wanted to be clear on that part.
Yes. So continue. Sorry. No, the way I worded it was maybe a little bit strange. But like the big news here is the share issue. So like, because that's some pretty intense stuff. Yeah. Now Bungie has come out and said that that's not true. However, Kotaku still is kind of like that. While they released that statement, they're kind of. Huh?
They doubled down.
Yeah, they kind of said like, our sources kind of confirm otherwise, but this is their statement, so let's be fair and let's post this. They have said though, there's been some news regarding like character like being crossed over from the first game, and they've said that that's rumor and speculation. So like I guess that's some news that I wanted to address too, because a lot of people are freaking out. They're like, oh, my character from Destiny 1 won't carry over to Destiny 2. That is not. Hey, for some people that's important. That's not confirmed yet. As of right now, it looks like they should be able to. The name has not been confirmed yet. I know there are some people saying like Forge for Hope or something.
They need it after Destiny 1.
Yeah,
just a little bit of hope.
Just a little bit of hope.
Anyway, no, sorry, I didn't mean to like make that seem like a transition where I was cutting you off.
No, you're fine.
Really rude. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
My thing with Destiny is the thing that sucks about Bungie and the whole Activision share scenario is Bungie bought themselves out from Microsoft so they could stop making fucking Halo games. Yeah. They paid to get out. Yeah. And to get independent, and then they got into bed with Activision as a partner. Yeah. And now they're potentially gonna have to buy their way out again if this doesn't work out. Yeah. That sucks. But at the same time, like, you gotta deliver on your contracts. Like you walked into this.
And something that's concerning too is with this push for them to be out in 2017. Are we gonna see the same shit that happened with the first Destiny repeated? Yeah. Is there gonna be stuff that's cut? Is it gonna be more vanilla? Yeah, a lack of content because they don't have time to put everything that they thought that they would have time for. Are we gonna see people walk away from the project because they're frustrated with the time crunch and the stuff that's getting cut?
It's also important to know that Destiny 2 was supposed to come out last year.
Yeah.
It's been Destiny
and it's looking
in 2014.
like and it's looking like if it does come out this year, which like it should, it's supposed to, it's not going to be till the end of the year.
I mean, yeah,
like we're still probably 8 or 10 months away.
You got to remember, like with a big company like Activision, they're going to be pushing out release dates and press way earlier than they should.
Yeah.
So clearly there's something wrong with this game because they don't have anything out yet. Like we didn't hear anything at the end of the year.
We haven't seen a teaser.
No,
we haven't seen anything. It's been very hush with the exception of news about this.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get news probably in May.
Yeah.
Literally a couple weeks before E3 big reveal, and that'll be interesting to see too if there's still that Sony deal for PlayStation and Destiny. If there's like a big, if that's still in play for the sequel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would assume E3 is where we get our first big pieces of news about Destiny 2, and obviously the release date, they might be playing it close to the chest because they want to do a Fallout 4 situation. I don't think that's the case, but I have literally nothing to base that off of other than just like how I think Activision normally operates.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, right now this is all speculation. There's nothing really confirmed solidly, but kind of some interesting news for Destiny players, which I know that there are a lot of you.
Yeah.
So that
there were a lot of you.
There were a lot. I mean, there's still quite a few. I still see people when I log on playing Destiny.
Yeah.
Not as many as like Overwatch, but I also meet a lot of people. I meet a lot of people playing Overwatch.
Sheeple.
We are sheeple. Overwatch cult. Not as cool as Thomas's cult.
Oh Jesus, let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about that. So that wraps us up for today.
Yep.
So thank you so much for being on my show, Andrew James Cogswell.
It's been my pleasure.
So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for checking us out. Be sure to go to patreon.com/subtrendy if you would like to follow us on Patreon. We have some really cool incentives on there. So if
extra episodes, stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool shit. So if you are into that, check that out. Go to facebook.com/subtrendy to follow us on there for all of our updates when we're going on Twitch.
Video postings.
We post when our videos come out. It's cool stuff. So we'll see you guys later on.